Hi, I'm IKEA and I'm here to give you only the tip. This time on the Countdown game mode. And Countdown is an 8-man timed game mode where we go onto a separate map. Generally, we start by going and killing the hunters. You will spawn in with a team of 4. Then you go and do the encounters that are marked on the map. To get doing 2 of them will let you do the main encounter, and then you extract. That is the basics of it. Together with that, actually, the basics of just running around in Countdown is stick with your team. You will spawn with a team of 4. Just follow them around. Likely a person that knows what they're doing is dragging the rest and is basically making sure that they run first, and then everybody basically just follows them. We go and do the hunters to start off with, and then go to our encounters. And those hunters as well is the second thing. You do not want to be using any skills that they can hack. Certain handheld skills are fine, but anything deployed is especially off the table, and especially if it is damaging. No turrets, no drones. You don't want to be giving your enemies basically easy toys for them to use against you and your team. And the last one is at the end of it, there is an extraction, and you do not want to flare, which is an option that every player will have once they are in that zone. You do not want to flare until it is the last few seconds. And if you want a much more in-depth guide than this, that already exists. I made this about 6 months ago by the timestamp there. And this is truly an in-depth guide into Countdown with some accompanying videos. I'll link to both in the description and in the comments, both to the video and the in-depth guide. So you can go into there and read much more about encounters and countermeasures and what to do against the hunters, but also very importantly, the chest, which can give pretty good rewards. And you do want to get them in each and every zone and where they are and how to make sure that you get them together with as well, making sure that you know about the vendor that sells you caches for that Countdown currency, together with some general tips. There's also several parts to this as well, where we also had a second part of video where we went and actually played the mode and kind of talked while we went through it, together with a third one, which was going over some builds. So yeah, that might be interesting if you want to know much more about Countdown. The basics of it as well is that you can matchmake for it, and matchmaking for it is done from the map. You go to map, matchmake, and as we see in the left there, we have the option for Countdown. Starting out, I would definitely recommend challenging. Challenging is the general difficulty you want to go for. Heroic can actually require a decent build. And Countdown is, of course, very good for targeted loot, as you can set your own targeted, and a lot of drops happen, so you come back with a lot of loot from there. If you've ever been hesitant to jump into that game mode, I feel if you read up on the guide and maybe watch the videos as well, you'll be much more prepared than others that already are running it anyway.